Hello, and welcome to another session of San Francisco by Night, Under the Vigil. Tonight, Cassius awakes, and answers become reality. We turn our scene to the medical room, where Cassius has just now finally started to stir and awaken from his long time little slumber here after being almost killed. Ugh, ugh, um, where am I?
In a place I wish you never went.
Oh, I see. Um, okay then. I would, sit up, sir, but I can't move.
It's fine. I'm sorry.
Uh, I'm probably the one that should be apologizing to you, sir. I took matters into my own hand and didn't really quite think it through. I didn't exactly have much of a choice, though. I allowed myself to get caught.
You could
Poor
have left
choice.
a note.
At the time, they were watching you very closely. I didn't want to risk it. I tried to leave something behind, but it seemed that you still managed to find it in that restaurant.
Still, I should have looked after you the day we found you. I let my rage take over me, and I was more worried about Lance than you, and I'm sorry.
All right, you got your vengeance. That's all that really counts now, because now I can rest knowing the sirs and misses are resting in peace now.
I wish that was the case, but it doesn't seem like it is.
How so?
Don't worry. You just woke up. We can talk about that at another time.
Well,
I, well, it's except for one thing that I need to ask you. Well, I need to ask you a few things, but this is the main one at the moment. People were mentioning a unborn child. Do you know if my mother, Caitlin, if she was pregnant when she died?
he kind of gets a look of recognition on his face, but he looks like he's deep in thought, like he's trying to remember something. And he says, I did not know this, sir, but she was showing signs. If I didn't know better, I'd say she was showing signs of morning sickness, but I assume she was just ill at the time. At least that's what she told me. But now it starts to make sense. Yes.
It's possible that even she didn't know about that. I don't know. I was kind of hoping that when they said that they were well, when they were talking about unborn child, I just expected or hoped that it was just a possibility of one and not an actual one. This complicates things a bit. Well, it doesn't complicate things, but it feels worse.
Understood. I assume you're going to investigate in on that then.
I will at some point. I have other things to do, though.
Well, if it makes any
You
difference, sir, I'm sorry that I allowed my past to affect you and your allies as well.
just try to warn me that next time. could have helped you.
Yes, you could have, and I did not think so to do. Sorry.
It's good to see that you actually are close with uh,
Svetlana?
Svetlana, I think. Yes.
Yeah, we shared some times.
Yes. I saw the pictures.
You went into my personal stock, my emergency stock down there at the docks, didn't you?
I did.
And I have that around in case bad things happen.
I see. Who was the other man in the pictures? Well, the portrait.
That was a portrait that I got from one of my assignments when I went to Russia. As for who is exactly in the picture, I actually don't know myself. Neither does
Hmm.
V. We just were told to keep it and keep it somewhere secret and keep it somewhere safe. That was all we were told.
And why did someone paint a portrait of you?
Oh, that, well, that's actually not a portrait of me. That's actually a portrait of my great grandfather, who shared a very similar resemblance to me.
Hmm.
I was once upon a time before, a long time ago, before I went into service to your family. I was going to be the heir to a bit of a royal bloodline, if you will.
Oh, really?
I I was going to be in an arranged marriage. I didn't want the marriage. I didn't like the woman I was going to be with, so I ran. I was caught. I was punished. I was stripped of all title and rank and even family name, and then I
You could
went
have
into
been a
service to
king
your
then.
family. There's no point in ruling a kingdom of dead things.
Hmm. Hmm. I I don't know. I've I don't know much about dead things.
They
Why?
were,
Hmm.
let's just say their ideologies and mine did not line up. I wouldn't have been much of a king. I would have been a man on puppet strings
Hmm. And where is that kingdom?
in Russia.
Huh. Russia. Are you a descendant of the Tsars?
He nods.
Oh, that certainly isn't expected. Still, I don't suppose that people in Russia are very accepting of monarchies lately.
No. Um, but as you probably know, there's a much deeper world underneath where monarchy still exists at the moment.
Like in Vampire Society.
Yes.
Well, anyways, you mentioned to Cassandra that she was a Dumpia. Do you
Yes.
know what that is?
Yes, it is what he smiles just a little bit. It's what I am.
Huh. What?
It's what I am as well.
No, I could understand you. I'm just trying to process it.
It's why I was chosen among my other family peers. Why I was to continue the bloodline. Damphirers are special in kindred society.
Uh, y- wait. How old are you?
I'm sorry, sir, I've been out for a few days. What's the date?
What is the date?
July 3rd.
Okay, it's July 3rd.
Oh, I'll be 402 this next week.
Ah, well, then I guess you'll be glad that I already have a reason to commemorate your birthday.
He smiles a bit.
I was going to do the announcement of me starting to, well, starting my philanthropy life. So why not mix that with your birthday?
He pauses for a moment. Says whatever feels necessary, sir.
I was not expecting this.
It's difficult when you see as many strands of fate as I do. Part of the reason I made the decision that I did. And again, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I. It's not like I would ever be able to stay angry at you. You're like my father.
Thank you, sir.
No, thank you. Yet there is still that matter of my sword. You said you'd show me to people who know more about it since you can't tell me.
Hmm.
We need to do that at some point.
Unfortunately, sir, one of the people that I was going to point you to is someone I do not think you respect very well.
Who?
He told me you contacted him down in Chinatown.
Well, do you mean Pai Mei?
Yes.
Well, you know I went to meet with him. I told you about that.
Mm-hmm.
I was rather angry at him at the day, but I don't really know if it was worth it. He's helping a friend of mine.
He's
That,
not.
hmm,
I do not consider him to be a per se evil man by the definition of the word evil. Maybe a little not all there in the head, sure, but he's helped me and V through a lot.
I don't know. The way he mentioned that he was going to study me felt slightly. Well, it felt boring.
It is part of his way, so to speak.
Do you know what his studies will entail?
He probably wants to teach you Do.
What is that?
It's a lost martial art using a person's inner chi and other techniques to make a more effective martial style. He has not had an apprentice in years. I would have learned with him, however, he holds up his hands that are completely cybernetic.
Mhm.
I can't quite do that anymore.
Hmm. So I don't get it. Why did he put it in that way? Why would he say that he wanted to study me if he just wants to teach me?
Because he is going to study you. He studies everything. That's how he is. Everything is a science project to him, whether it is a person, place, or thing.
What is he going to do with that though?
That I don't know.
Hmm. I suppose I'll take your advice and I'll try to talk with him again. I didn't. I wasn't exactly polite the last time I went to talk with him, but maybe he'll forgive me.
Perhaps, sir. I don't know. I've known him for quite a few years, but I don't, admittedly, I don't know him that well still.
I see. How much did my parents knew about this whole society?
And all, well, I think your mother knew things, and I think she found out, and that's what put her in danger. I kept most of the world to myself, and I didn't share it with your parents. However, I think your mother started to catch on to some things. Not by me, but just in general.
Len
And
said that they were becoming delusional or something of the sort. That they
I don't
couldn't
know,
see the bigger picture.
I wouldn't know what that would mean. He thinks about it for a moment. I honestly wouldn't know what that would mean, sir.
Mm. I really didn't want to have to bring you here, but it seemed like you already knew about this.
Say again, I didn't quite hear that.
I didn't really want to bring you here, but it seems like you already knew about it.
Yeah, I know about this place.
It seems like you know a lot more.
It was part of the way I kept you safe.
Hmm.
Sometimes you have to make a deal with the devil to keep someone safe.
Seems like it. Yet, I don't think you have to hide things from me anymore.
All right? I won't hide anything from you anymore. If you ask me a question, I will be as honest as I can with it.
I have a
No more
question.
secrets.
Were
Ask.
you in Russia when they were at war with Japan?
Yes,
What side did you take?
I was on Russian.
Hmm. I think someone might not appreciate that.
There are many who would not appreciate that. But there are many I know and work with who know that already.
By the way, out of character, do I know that Svetlana is a communist? Or
Vetslana is Spetsnaz, retired.
yeah, but do I know that?
Um, you could probably guess from all the stuff you found in the crate. There was nothing that was literally saying it, but I mean, if you took a guess, yeah, probably.
But there's nothing that says that she's communist.
No, nothing concrete.
Right.
Nothing like really concrete.
Then I'm not going to say anything. So, why don't you tell me a bit more about your loved one?
V?
Yeah.
We we participated in the African offensive.
Hmm.
We did a lot of secret stuff. That was when I learned about. That was way back when I really truly learned that the kindred were not the only things in the supernatural world. I joined up with me and her and a few others. We joined up with a special unit.
Hmm.
The unit's name was Task Force Valkyrie.
What was it for?
It was a government agency designed to hunt supernaturals.
Even though you are one.
I was right under their nose the whole time and they never saw it. Granted, once they learned what me and V were, they didn't take too kindly, and, well, it was shortly after I had my hands lost. I told you that story, that they found
Mhm.
out about that. Me and V fled to the States. We've been hiding here ever since.
She's not human?
No,
Huh. What is she?
that is a very complicated answer. The short terminology that humans have declined and talked about in legend is known as werewolf or lycan.
I may have met a few.
He nods.
One one was peaceful, the other was strange. Well, the two were peaceful, but one was definitely strange. Talking about how he wanted to destroy the natural spirits and stuff.
That's troubling. Very troubling coming from one of their kind.
Do you know what that means?
Not 100%, but I know that their kind is dedicated to the protection of that. So if there is someone who has lost their way and doing the complete opposite, they are truly corrupted by something else. And I don't
Hmm.
know what that would be. They've told stories of beings that are horrifying. I'm glad I've never, well, actually, I did meet one, and he looks down at his hands.
Was it a werewolf?
No, it was the man, the large man. I don't think he was one of the werewolves.
Hmm.
He wore a, like I said, about 8 feet tall, black trench coat, black fedora, some sort of weapon, I was told, I guess. At least
Hmm.
that's what I had guessed at the time.
Well, as much as I want to find out, I also hope that I actually never have the opportunity to do so.
If you encounter this thing, just run.
I'll keep that in mind. I might have to travel to Tokyo.
Be careful if you go there. That is
Why?
the territory of the Kuei Jin, and I know nothing about them. But they do not follow the same rules that the Western kindred do.
Um. Uh. What are? Well, I guess not much point in asking. You said you don't know about them, but
All I know is that they are far more ruthless than even the kindred over here. Their
do
laws and
you
ideologies are much more secretive.
do you think that Kiao is related with them?
I don't know what business your father and mother were doing with them, but it couldn't have been good.
I
Probably
don't
what
know.
got them killed.
She just she's hiding something from me. Although I am hiding stuff from her too, I don't know. I feel like
We,
I
s-
should know.
we seem to be making a habit of that, sir.
Yeah, I don't know. I might try to ask her again, even though I asked her multiple times and she didn't seem to want to answer. It just might be something that she doesn't wish to talk to me about.
Perhaps.
Either way, we need to. I bought the property that Lance owned before, and I'm building an orphanage there.
Well done, sir.
It's the least I could do, really. He destroyed. Well, yeah, he destroyed my family. I want to make sure that no other people will have their lives destroyed because of that.
Understood, sir.
So, because of that, well, I don't want to push you to do things much, but I'm going to need you to invite some people because I want to make a small event at the manor.
When I'm able to walk, I'll do so, sir.
Well, make sure to call a lot of people that you know because it's also your birthday.
Of course.
403 years, you don't turn 403 every year.
Yeah, that was something I'll have to live with.
I suppose.
Again, sir, I'm sorry for all this.
Don't you don't have to apologize. At least at least you're fine. I don't really know what I have done to warrant. Do you think you can go back home tonight?
Back to the mansion?
Yes, so that we can look at you there instead of here.
I'll need to have a little talk with Xavier, but yes, I'm sure that can be arranged.
If you think you're not fit, it's fine.
He nods. I think I can do this, but I will just need a few more hours.
Right.
I'll need to be in a wheelchair for about a week.
I'm going to hug him.
He's
But
going to
not
hug
too
you back.
tightly because maybe
Hmm,
he's too
hmm.
hurt.
Well, he takes 5 damage. No, I'm just kidding. You hug him very tight, and he hugs you back, and he says, "You don't know how much it means to me that you consider me father. And he very calmly cries, but not loudly, not openly, but very silently. And you two continue to embrace. And that is where that particular scene will end. And we go to another place. A place also shrouded in a bit of mystery that also needs answers. Inside of a dealership, so to speak, there is a man setting up at a target range. When the man hears a knock at the door.
The man will blink twice, look towards his dog, and go, "Were you expecting anyone?"
Oof!
Didn't think so. Sighs as he puts down his bow, loosens up his um, protector, whatever they're called for archery, and walks towards the door. And he'll stop to almost check, his hands shaking, stop to almost go to the peephole. But he'll sigh, breathe in, breathe out, then holding his hand to hold it steady with his other hand, grab the knob and open the door and peer out. Who's on the other side?
RoboCop.
Miss Justice and Mr. Nick.
He'll blink and go, "Oh,
Hey,
I wasn't expecting you to."
dude, we said we would do this like yesterday.
Blinks, furrows his brow, and goes, "Oh yes, that was said yesterday."
Hey, don't feel bad.
Yeah.
We've forgotten a few things this week too, you know?
Oh god damn it.
Blinks at that.
Okay.
And just looks towards Christine.
Out of character. How sudden is this accent change?
This has been gradually happening for weeks now, so.
I kind of nudge her like, look, I know we're shooting, but you don't have to use the cowboy voice.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting. Come on in.
Well, don't mind if I do.
Scratches his head as he gestures the two over and then leans over towards Christine after they've entered and goes, "My memory's a bit shoddy, but has he always had that accent?"
Leans in. No. And he's been doing it a lot lately.
He literally starts going over to the target areas and he doesn't actually fire, but he practices quick drawing from the hip at the targets.
I mean, I've been learning a lot about him lately, but I think I only heard him do a really shitty southern accent like 3 times before.
Maybe he was hiding it from you?
I don't know why he would hide that. And also, it's a pretty shitty accent. Like, really strong.
Now, out of character, is it a shitty accent or is it just a strong southern accent?
Where's Silas?
I cannot. I cannot do a very good Southern accent, but I would say it's legit Southern accent.
It's a legit Southern accent.
We're limited by the DMs of our time.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Perrin will shrug and go, well, from what I understood, he was also hiding that he was part of Section 9. Maybe he was hiding more than just that from you.
Yeah, but a whole accent. And okay, here's the thing.
That'd be an accident.
Well, hey there, little fella. How you doing? Nick petting Bowser on the head.
He hasn't really started doing that until he started carrying around that gun you gave him, or I'm sorry, the other you gave him. Which I thought at first was a joke, but it's getting weirder.
Blinks at that. That is certainly interesting. Can I roll an intelligent occult check here?
You may.
I'm not pussyfooting around this shit. I'm getting this shit resolved. I'm saving my man, especially saving the rest of us listeners for having to hear this accent ever again.
Nonsense. I will figure out a way to keep this going.
You monster! Why did I consent to this?
It's not so much you consented to it as you're the one who came up with the idea. I just ran with it.
You ran me over with it. That's what you did. Just didn't realize it'd be such a horrible idea.
How many hits?
That's wrong because I don't have 9 again, so let me re-roll that. If it was that many, I would be shocked. But 1 success.
It's magic in nature. That's all you're getting.
Oh, that was just a call in not to sense it.
Well, you know that it's magical. You can literally see that from like just off the top of your head, but you have
Yeah.
no idea what else is to do with it. You just know that there is
Yeah.
magic there.
All right. Well, the gun is most likely the source of all of this. However, I'm not sure what taking it away would do to him at this point.
Fuck. Okay,
Nick, how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling friskier than a pony on Tog Day.
The gun of yours has a name?
Yeah.
you named the gun?
Yeah, it's kind of what you're supposed to do, you know?
Yeah. What'd you name it?
I'm a little embarrassed, honey.
Raise his eyebrow. What did you name the gun?
Um, Out of character, I didn't give it a name. So,
You idiot.
I'm gonna say, let's see, who is this person? Margaret.
Was there a context for naming it Margaret, or did you just like the name? Because I don't remember you mentioning any Margarets in your life.
No, I haven't known any Margarets in my life, hon. Just kind of came to me, you know?
Uh-huh.
note of the name as he'll go to grab his bow.
Wait, what? What?
Nick. I'm going up to the range with Nick. I'm grabbing my bow.
I will also go up to the range, and I'm going to. Yeah, I guess I'll roll up there.
And I'll just start talking with Nick and go, Nick, you've never struck me as a real Southern man. This is the first time I've heard you. Have you ever had? Have you always had that accent? I kind of get lost at times. You know, my brain's kind of fuddled.
Well, you know, I don't think I reckon I have had this accent too long, you know?
Out of character, where was he from?
You told me he was from the South.
Yeah,
Did I?
Yes, you
yeah,
did.
he was.
Okay, I forgot that little detail. Okay, I'll shut up.
Uh-huh.
He's an Alabama son.
Yeah, that's why my character was like so confused because I remember you telling us he was from Alabama.
Okay, that's canon. I'm gonna have to remember
I
now.
don't really, yep. I don't really talk much in this accent much. I think I've had it. I mean, never talked it when I was a kid. I prefer to have it more refined, but I don't know. I just felt like started speaking this, you know?
Nods at that. Will use the POW to message as he draws his bow and takes a fire. He'll use his um little thought to text thing to text or vocalize text to Christine. Have you noticed any other changes?
He's
Roll me a, what is it, Dex Athletics for bows?
Yeah.
what he's doing. I'm just gonna subliminally text. No, he's just. I mean, yes, there's been a lot. Like he's been cooking a lot of Southern food. Like he used to like somewhat, like not do grease, but he's like making a lot of Southern food, which I mean, I like it, but it's like it's just out of character for him. He usually used to at least once in a while do Asian food, but now he's just all grits.
You fire the bow and you hit the outer ring, but you still hit the target.
Yep. Just a change in diet and a Southern accent. Anything else?
He has been playing with the gun a lot. Like more so than he usually would play with a gun. Like it's weird.
Nods at that slowly.
Also, he
As if
recently
he-
bought cowboy boots.
Now, is this all a bad thing? Or just a weird thing?
It's concerning, especially since you said the gun is magical.
Shrugs and goes, a lot of things are magical. He'll say that out loud. Goes, before turning to Nick. He goes, Nick, how are
Yeah?
you feeling right now?
Rather jibbity.
Nods at that. Have you noticed any changes in yourself since the wedding?
Uh, yeah, I had an appetite for bacon a lot more, but I mean, bacon's good.
Nods at that. And I see you very much like my present, my wedding present.
Oh, yeah, well, thank you for it. It's really something. I always was kind of a, I always did like the antiques, you know?
Nods at that. if we're going. But with the accent, I feel like you need a cowboy hat to go along with it.
He's like, well, I got a few. Just not wearing one at the moment.
Not that was. Well, the gun's definitely going. If you're using it so often, it'll definitely need regular tune-ups.
Oh, well, yeah,
Well,
definitely.
After we do this shooting range practice, you leave the gun with me, and I'll make sure to give it some repair.
Roll
Things like that.
me. Roll me a.
You're dodging a swing.
Roll me whatever deception. Roll me whatever persuasion check you feel necessary for this, whether it be using wits or presence or etc.
How about manipulation plus persuasion?
That'll do.
It's the role you were born to do. Yes!
Successes.
He kind of looks hesitant for a bit, but he says, "Yeah, I could do that."
All right. He'll nod at that before messaging to Christine. I'll hold on to the gun for 2 or 3 days. See if there's any
Yep.
drastic changes in his personality over that period.
And go ahead and chat with Valentine for just a sec, because I got to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Well, after you shot, I guess, like, after that whole thing goes down. Well, yes, it's time to show you boys how this is done. So I'm gonna, like, kind of not even really looking. I'm just gonna one hand the
Are you using your special rifle?
Oh, Mr.
special
Boomy?
shotgun.
No, I was just gonna use the Smith & Wesson.
All right.
Yeah, no, I have it, but I'm using the Smith & Wesson right now just because we're dealing with pistols. So, first
You're
shot.
dealing with pistols. I'm doing with bow and arrow.
Oh yeah, well, me and Nick are. Do I have any added bonuses to this? No.
Nope.
Just the one. That's the first shot. Second shot. So you just see me hold out this revolver and go doom doom doom.
All right. You know what? Actually, real quick before I forget.
Yep.
I missed something.
Oh shit, I was supposed to subtract, like... Roll that extra one.
Yep. All right. So that's probably doesn't change it, but I had 2 successes on my cult roll.
Probably not a lot.
Yeah.
If the gun disappears and ends up back at Nick, I will at least very well know that something's fucking wrong.
Yep.
Now you have to play the delicate game of, I want to mess with cats, but also, I have to play what my character would actually do.
Yep. Look, I don't see why this is so bad. You get a Southern bro.
Because, I mean, yes, on one hand. On the other hand, did you hear that accent?
He doesn't have to actually be role playing the accent.
No,
To do
I'm
that.
forcing him. I'm forcing him to.
Then you'll get better at the accent.
This is the plan all along.
And you'll have Nice. Look, think of it this way.
I just want
If
to
he
know how
has a
bad.
if he has this, which Pan will point out. Well, the gun's definitely supernatural. However, and it's definitely affecting his personality a little bit. However, given that it's supernatural, it most likely will protect its host. Meaning, on the one hand, yes, it's affecting him. On the other hand, it's also probably will grant him more supernatural powers to protect himself.
You built the gun. You tell me, does it?
I'm not telling. I'm telling you, out of care, I'm telling you what metagame knowledge I know. Or not metagame, what
Hmm.
in-game knowledge I know.
Indeed. And I'm back, so.
So I just shot the shit out of the target. Like I just
Nice.
fanned the hammer on a massive fucking revolver.
Nick does pretty well himself. He goes for 3 targets in rapid succession, bullseyes 2 of them, and kind of hits a little too high on the third one.
Still best shot.
He's like, yeah, for now, huh? But I'll beat you someday. Or I'll beat you, then you beat me. Heh heh.
In your dreams, hun. Twirls revolver and slicks it back into her holster.
He twirls it twice as impressively, flips it up, catches it, and then puts it in his holster.
Squints. And could I do a dex
Yeah.
plus firearms to try this?
Yeah, do a Dex Firearms. We'll do a roll
Would
off.
that be wait, no, would that be Dex firearms or Deathback's legs?
That is true, because firearms mostly goes to the mechanics of the weapon and shooting it, rather than actually twirling it. So I would say, yeah, let's do death. Let's do Dex Athletics.
Ninja challenge to the death.
And he is doing a show off, so he gets a bonus for this. He also gets 9s again.
How many do I have to beat?
Looks like just 2.
Okay, there's a chance. There's a chance. Okay, I'm assuming trick shooting doesn't play into this.
No, because that's for shooting, not for
Yes.
twirling.
All right, RNGesus. You bot.
You rolled the wrong thing.
You thought it was a trick shot, but no, it's death. Submit. Yes!
Side,
So-
look at both of you as you do all this.
So you just barely managed to do a better little show than he does.
Responds by doing with
What's that? What's
picking
that
up
for?
picks up a watches all of you guys, then picks up a small pistol and does the same twirls.
He just rolled a 6.
Oh, nice.
He rolled a 6.
So, yeah, Peyrune just destroys everyone.
It's all about balance, he says as he puts the gun back down.
I mean, fuck. She kind of gives you like a little hand clap. Okay, that was, yeah.
Anytime.
And we're still better shots than you are.
Shrugs and goes, yes, but that's because I'm playing with my one hand tied behind my back.
Then come on, show us your best.
sighs as he'll take out the electric bow. Which first I need to roll survival persuasion to draw.
Oh, is it the one you summon?
Yes.
Does Nick see the mask or the actual thing?
No, I'm keeping the mask up, so he sees me unfold a bow, like from my almost from my pocket. So do you, and that's going to at least give me +2 to my roll. So I have a question, real quick.
Hmm.
How are you getting a rolling your Smith and Weston?
What do you mean? Attack
That-
rolls?
That's weird. It shouldn't be like that. Oh well.
Or the 3 attacks?
No, you see how it rolls an extra. Your Smith and Weston rolls 4 extra dice because you're rolling with the Smith and Weston.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's supposed to do that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 4 solid damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go in and make sure it's not being stupid.
Well, we're not just gonna let you walk out of here. Who? Me, Smith, Wesson.
Oh, yeah, it says damage 4. It's got strength 4. I don't know.
No.
Anyways, roll your Katniss
I'm trying.
Everdeen. Can't miss this Everclean.
Holy shit. What was that even for?
Huh? Well, she was talking about how I'm bad with the bow. I'm not that great of a shot. So I drew my bow and took a shot.
Okay, yeah, you literally take the previous arrow that you bullseyed and you split it down the middle.
Without even looking. Just keeping Christine dead in the eyes while I do this.
Yeah, he did just bullseye the target. He split an arrow, and he wasn't even looking at the target.
You were saying,
Hands up in the air like, oh, okay. What the fuck? Bullshit. Fucking. You and your fucking wizard bullshit. But she's smiling the whole time she says this.
turns to Nick and he goes, apparently I'm a wizard.
Oh, you're a wizard.
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 Can you give me an invitation to Hogwarts?
Would you like an invitation to Hogwarts?
I'd love one.
Knowing how usually things turn out, Hogwarts is probably like a lot of blood rituals. You probably have to like eat babies if you went to real Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fair assumption, right? Like, because I'm
I
pretty.
guess so.
Because I don't think anything comes without being slightly fucked.
Shrugs.
He hands the gun over to you, Perrin.
Alright. Then we'll pick up the gun. Take it, look at it.
Help me, ye my last haw.
Perrin. Perrin.
Yeah.
Make me a Make me a composure plus your supernatural resistance plus indomitable if you have it.
Please.
Supernatural
You know
resistance.
what? I will spend a
By supernatural resistance, I mean your power stat.
Yep. I will spend a will on this too.
Please fail this
Okay.
somehow. Please. Oh, barely. Almost. Oh, one success. You're so close.
It's
So
a roll.
Creed,
Yeah.
Hayrun, from the moment you touch it, you just barely manage to resist, but it tries to control your mind. That came very close to controlling you.
Yep, that willpower really helped me there.
What? That would have been so good if you fell on your own petard.
Yep.
Yeah, Hayrun, you can feel some cold sweat drip from your head.
Alright, and he'll go. Right, I'll have to look into this. And he'll place it into a drawer.
Moment you
Quickly.
place it into a drawer, Nick kind of blinks, and he says, "Hey, Hayrun, you okay?"
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
alright.
sure. Yeah, no worries.
Just glances towards his team as the
That accent dropped so hard.
yes.
Yeah, the accent just dropped.
You feeling all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Why? What's wrong?
Cracks the drawer open.
Yeah, what's wrong, hon?
Looks at you.
Shuts the drawer.
Say something again?
So do you close the drawer now?
Yes.
Hon, what are you doing? Why do you keep looking back behind my shoulder?
Nick. Okay,
What?
one last time, and look at me. Look at the
To
drawer.
you.
Look at that drawer. Okay,
He looks at the drawer.
open that drawer again.
I open the drawer.
Say something.
What do you want me to say, hon?
Okay, close that drawer again.
Closes the drawer and goes, you know what this means?
Hon, you're scaring me.
You're scaring
We
me.
have a cowboy. We have a cowboy maker.
Oh God, that gun is fucking. Honey, look at me.
What?
That. I'm pretty sure that gun
Hey,
is
can
cursed
you-
or something.
He hands you a gun. Can you twirl this? Not the curse gun.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
regular
just
curse
just a regular gun.
He will go ahead and do his thing here. He no longer gets a bonus. 1, 2, 3. He gets 3 hits, so he does a pretty damn good job of twirling it.
He gets 3 hits, so he can still twirl it.
Okay, so that was just mostly him, as far as we're aware. But it's like, okay, so she's gonna kind of do like this, like put her fingers to her lips, like, okay, you start talking with a southern accent when we open the drawer.
You're saying the gun is cursed?
And it looks like it.
He dives bomb towards the drawer.
What?
He's diving towards the drawer to try and go get the gun.
I'm gonna not like aggressively, but I am gonna grab his ass. Like, whoa, what?
Okay, strength brawl.
Against it. What's his defense?
Oh yeah, Nick's defense is 6. So strength plus brawl minus 6.
I'll say I'm depleted. So that's.
I mean, this is definitely a surprise round. I don't think either of us were expecting to dive towards the drawer.
No, that was what the fuck. So, but that's the math I've been given, so
So I would say lose your 10 again at least.
I don't have a 10
Because you
again.
can- On
I mean, like, in other words, you're not going to reroll 10s.
Oh. Okay, let's hope for something. 1 success.
Okay, you just barely managed to grab him.
Whoa, what are you doing?
He's like, "Ugh, ugh." He's trying to get towards the drawer.
I'm
Ba-
going to
Stand what are you doing, Creed?
I'm going to glance into the drawer. Can I roll Cupid arrow on the gun?
Yeah.
Which is I learned its most ardent desire.
Okay, sure.
I want your husband's sweet, sweet booty.
It's called. It gets to roll its resistance plus its rank.
What was its rank?
I never made this, so I'm just guessing. I'm assuming it's like a rank 3 or 4 weapon.
2 hits.
It matched.
I forget, does I go to the defender or the initiator?
Usually defender.
All right, so I don't learn its desire. I will say I'm just going to look at him, look at the gun, look at him, and go, yeah, that's definite magic here.
I'm going to get a better grip on him and like, Nick! I'm going to kind of make him face me. Nick, calm down.
Roll me presence. Roll me presence composure.
Oh, thank God. Something I'm actually good with. I'm going to spend a will point, which I should have all my will points back by this point, right?
You should, yeah.
Okay, so... Yep, I'm going to spend a will point on this, so that's +3. Two successes.
He seems to snap out of it and just look you straight in the eye.
I look very concerned.
It seems like he's kind of not sure what's going on and he's kind of flipping out a bit. And he immediately just turns around in your grip and just hugs you.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Oh God, no. Okay, what do we do about... I'm gonna get you home. I'm gonna get you away from that thing. I'm gonna text you, Peiru, and I'm gonna say, take it to Section 9. I don't care what they have to do. Do something about that fucking gun.
No. Text you back. I'm not sure taking it to Section 9 is the wisest move. But I will take care of it.
Please, thank you. I'm just gonna kind of...
Hey, as you two are leaving, Peyrun, as you're sitting there holding on to the drawer, you can hear a against the drawer.
Like, what?
It's like trying to escape.
You like the gun is trying to get out.
I'm just going to go. I'm not letting you go back to Nick unless you. I'm talking to the guy. I'm going to say to the gun. You're not going back to Nick unless you bother to explain yourself.
Boom! The gun goes off and it shoots a hole through the drawer you put it in. It doesn't hit you, but it still shoots.
Throwing a temper tantrum will do nothing for your case, young man.
Is exactly what Nick Heron says.
Another gunshot rings out through another part of the drawer.
You only have so many of those.
Yeah. I'm not so sure about that part. You know what? I'm going to open the drawer, but as I do, I'm going to open, or once Nick leaves, I'll open the drawer.
Yeah.
Is the gun just sitting there?
It's almost getting pulled to you like a magnet, but it's not actually touching you. It's just getting pulled towards you.
Time to get some tongs and carry it around.
Yes, I will pick up tongs.
Put me down!
Not until you explain yourself.
Well, gosh, let me out of here. You know, fucking shit, damn it, fuck!
That is not a very proper way to speak.
Yosemite Sam doesn't listen to anyone.
Really?
Well, 70, you've been left in my care. Give me one reason why I should do anything you say.
Fuck you.
Would you like to be thrown in a deep dark hole and not see the light of day?
I was just kidding. Stop.
That's what I thought. Now explain yourself.
Look, I was in the hedge for like 300 years. I just wanted someone to hold.
And your solution is to possess a friend of mine.
The only thing I knew how to do, man. I didn't know he was your friend. Come on.
Do you want to be thrown back in the hedge?
No, please, no.
Right. You are going to behave yourself. I am going to talk to Nick. See what he wants to do with all this.
I'll be good.
If Nick doesn't want you back, we'll find you a new host. How about that?
Okay.
You know who my mind's instantly going to? We have that body of Lance lying around.
Yes! That guy is getting so... whatever.
So
Lance tries to come back to...
I'm going to call you after you've walked out and go, yeah, the gun has a spirit in it.
A fucking what?
A ghost.
Like an actual, like, Civil War ghost.
Turns to the gun and asks, what year are you from? What
American
year?
Revolution, but close.
American Revolution, not Civil War.
Why the fuck is he in a Confederate gun if he was in the Revolution?
I told him that when he put me in the gun, but he didn't listen.
Who put you in it?
You.
Me?
Yeah, you did. I think it was you anyway. Kind of having trouble remembering.
Going to leave that part out for Christina and just go, I have no idea.
Oh. Well, can you, like, destroy it or something? Or can... Can you send it back to like wherever it's from?
Maybe, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure what effects that would have on Nick.
Well, can you like shove it somewhere else? Like, is this like
That doesn't seem like a very nice thing to do to the spirit. It was stuck in the near the place I was stuck.
what was it even trying? What was he even trying to do with Nick?
Wielded.
That looked like more than being wielded. Like this is some like a fucking Caden's ninja sword shit.
Caden's ninja sword. Shit.
Yeah, like whenever he needs it, it like just teleports around. Like it just kind of shows up, and it's like cursed as shit. And he started wearing ninja shit. But to be fair, he was already like a ninja, so I don't know.
We'll give Nick a couple of days before I do anything with this weapon. I don't want to destroy it without talking to him first.
You are not involving Nick with that gun.
I think that's more Nick's choice than anything else.
Well, I don't genuinely see why he'd want to be possessed by a fucking gun. So
I do not either, but I do not want to do anything without consulting Nick first. For all, like I said, for all I know, destroying this gun or doing something such as or such drastic measures would simply cause the spirit to transfer fully into Nick or some other aspect.
I did not need this right now. Look, if you're able to talk with it, like I don't know. I'm just gonna take Nick home. He seems really shook up. I'll talk to you later.
I'm going to, after she hangs up, I'm going to call Xavier.
Hey, Rune, my boy. How are you doing?
Good. I've got a possessed weapon here. A spirit
Oh.
looking through a body.
Those are always fun. Well, what can I do to help you with that?
What are you doing with Lance's body?
Currently, right now, you hear him yell something over the phone, somewhat undistinguishable. Well, currently right now we're checking to see if it has any unique properties in the blood. However, it seems to just be a empty husk at this point.
Given that I was partially responsible for its recovery, once you're finished with it, may I have it?
I suppose so.
Thank you.
Nick's gonna have a best friend who's a revolutionary ghost in a vampire's body.
Yep.
That's
All right, and with that little hang up, I'll say that's where the session will end tonight.
I will
Thank
make a deal. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another session of San Francisco by Night, Hunter the Vigil. See you all next time.